Hey, did you see they made a new prequel film with Patrick Stewart in it?
Are you sure we're talking about the? Hang on. We're talking about Star Trek, aren't you? I think this is a Tangerine. Tangerine.
Also joined with Vietnam Dave once again after his Resident Evil.
Once again.
Live debut.
I enjoyed my company so much they brought me back.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, we all watch Star Trek. Yeah.
Yeah.
We all watch Star Trek Picard specifically because Star Trek Picard is a very different federation to the Star Trek
Yeah,
it's very much about
racism
America. Against Romulans. So last time we talked about episode 1 and 2, but since then we've had 3, 4, and 5. I think 3 nothing happened.
We talked about 1 and 2 in the.
Yeah, we did. But we got production value. Look at this free cloud image.
Yeah, much better audio.
Yeah.
Yes.
As the intro suggested, as soon as I saw this episode, I was like, "Oh no, this is giving me prequel vibes. I don't want this to be giving me prequel vibes."
Gave me. I wasn't even thinking about Star Wars or prequel shit. I was actually thinking like, this is like a knockoff Blade Runner, a knockoff Altered Carbon.
Well, to be honest with you, I was thinking about Thunderbirds, but that's unrelated.
Yeah.
Well, I was thinking about because Jonathan Frakes directs this, and I was thinking about the other film he directed, Thunderbirds, as
Much
well.
better.
And I was so taken back thinking about Thunderbirds instead of what was going on that I completely missed the conversation.
Well, nothing actually happened, so don't worry.
It was 7 of 9, and Picard, they were talking, he's like, your idea to be in this chateau? And he was like, no, not my idea. He's like, but you kept it anyway. Yes, I guess I did.
yeah.
You got me there. Anyway.
That was like 10 minutes at the start of the episode. Like,
wait, you want to let's just start talking about 5, because 5 is...
Yeah, that's what we're all here for.
That's the meat and
bones.
Well,
we can do a recap. Because there's like my biggest problem with this entire show is that nothing happens. So 3,
number 4 is my favorite. Number 4 is my favorite episode.
Refugee planet, 5 casino planet. There we go. We've caught up.
Okay, so the reason I like 4 is because throughout the entirety of Picard, they're like the Federation is racist against Romulans, and we have nothing to suggest why the Federation is racist against Romulans.
But we still don't know why.
But because of episode 4, we actually get to see a divide between the Romulan people and how Picard was like a god to them at one point after he saved them. And now that it's a much more desolate place, and the Rangers, it's a lawless place with vigilantes and the Federation's, not helping them out.
Yeah, but it has the same problem. For me, I hate 4 because it just shows how bad this show is.
No,
because the Romulans do not act like Romulans.
The
Federation do not act like the Federation.
4 shows like when we have episode 5 in front of us right now.
True, but 4 actually directly tries to actually deal with these themes, and it shows just how much they do not understand Romulans or the Federation in any way.
I think it 4 kind of humanizes Picard a bit because he
absolutely.
He famously
it improves Picard.
He famously doesn't like children, but then we get to see this relationship he had with
okay with that.
The Romulan kid. What was his name?
I'm
Elias
okay with
or
that.
something? I think his name was Elias?
LR or something.
I don't know.
Eldar? I don't fucking know.
Wow.
Picard.
Romulan.
I'm going to have to look up all the names of things, because I can't remember. What is it? Is the robot woman's called Daj?
And Soja.
Is it Soja? I'm going to call her Daj too.
Hang on, I've searched up Romulan Picard and it says Shinzon. It's Shinzon.
Elnor is the name of the Romulan kid.
Yeah.
But basically, throughout the episode, it shows how Picard, he couldn't find a home for him because he hates children. So obviously he's not going to take him.
We saw him fucking about with them. Then it's like, I'm going to find him a child.
What?
Mars is on fire? Since they teleport out there. Comes back, had the exact same fucking thing he said in episode 3 to the other woman. It's like, it's the same shit. I hate 4.
It's the best episode, Tony. You can't argue that.
It's fucking awful.
It's still the best episode.
It's the most humanizing episode for Picard. You're correct. I prefer episode 3 because Hugh's in it.
Okay.
I like the intrigue. Fuck off with the android and the Romulan. I don't care about that, but I'm interested in the Borg cube to some extent.
Because we saw Elnor grow up and stuff, and I didn't really like Elnor's character, but we didn't see that much with him because basically, Picard's like, I'm going to walk into this bar that says no people. AKA
that is the best scene.
That's
the best scene in the entire series.
And then they're like, "Oi, old man, what are you doing around these parts?"
Yeah, no, but he's like an ex-senator. Like he has a gravitas around him. I kind of like that's Romulan.
Yeah, and he's like, "But I'm a human." He's like, "Yeah, well, we're Romulans." And we talk like we're from London. I don't know. But then one of them was like, I used to be a diplomat, Picard, and I saw
he said he was a senator.
He was like, I saw what you did for the Romulans, and then you turned your back on us. I was like, yeah, but you saw he was trying to help you against the fucking Federation. It was like,
why is it on the Federation to sort out all these Romulans?
What? Okay, legitimately, why would the Federation need to help the Romulans when they're such a
huge what?
Yeah, they're
huge
a very
empire,
capable species as seen in all of Star Trek canon.
Yeah, in the Star Trek Online, they have like a huge citadel in space.
That's not Star Trek Picard.
No. Okay,
that's
no.
not Star Trek Picard.
No. So is this fucking series?
Yeah, I would agree with that. This series.
Oh no, okay. Hang on.
No, this series is barely.
This is Star Trek Discovery.
Yeah, okay.
Canon.
Hang on.
Picard.
Can I just say the thing I'm about to talk about is actually not in beta only. This is actually canon. I'm pretty sure.
Go on.
They have a citadel in the middle of space that's fucking giant. In case their planet gets destroyed, they have a new central government. Basically, the Tal Shiar have a secret huge base. If their planet gets destroyed, they have a new base.
I'm not saying Star Trek Online isn't canon to Star Trek universe. I'm saying Picard isn't using canon from any Star Trek.
No, absolutely. I'm also going to point out the reason why I brought this up. They did this far better because in Star Trek Online they also have the Romulan home system blow up, and because of this, the Romulans destroy their empire and recreate create a republic, and that's far more interesting than what we're seeing now.
Shall we break down how episode 5 starts?
Yeah, let's just get episode 5.
Okay, so episode 5 starts with a Borg getting its fucking eye drilled into by
a Voyager crew member.
I like that they brought the actual guy back. Yeah. That was quite good. And he's just there to be mutilated for parts.
They just they start with this shock and gore, stabbing him in the eye, and then 7-9 comes along
in the episode.
And goes, why did she have to shoot? They just took his implant out, didn't they? Why did she have to shoot him?
He was dead. He didn't want to go.
I'm
done with this shit.
He said, I'm bad.
Shoot me. No.
But we had on the end of episode 4, 7 of 9 helps Picard's ship by shooting down a Romulan ship that was attacking them. And
they beam her aboard just before her ship goes.
It's hinted that they know each other. There's a massive exposition dump because the Picard writers assume no one watching this show has ever seen Star Trek. So they're like, yes, at some point, 7 of 9, you are part Borg, and you've been disconnected from the collective. Weren't you a Borg once, Picard? Yes, I was Locutus for a little bit. Yes, there's a good exposition dump for all of the Star Trek Discovery viewers.
Yeah. It's like, surely
episode 4 ended so promisingly. I thought
I know.
We're gonna have a good story.
It was a good episode.
9's been.
No, the last 10 minutes of the episode was good. I'll give you that, and that's it. The rest was shit.
Stuff happened, so that is a positive for the episode. But I'm not sure I really care for the whole Romulan planet, especially the whatever his kid's character who grows up and becomes
Elnor.
Elnor
hasn't really done anything.
No, he hasn't done anything.
Except cut up some Romulan guy's head because he looked at Picard wrong and wanted to have a sword fight.
Yeah, I'm getting strong 47 Ronin Keanu Reeves vibes.
Yeah.
I kind of wanted to see Picard have the sword fight with the Romulan guy and just be like, I'm an old man. I can't do this. I said in the last episode, I thought they were sponsored by Earl Grey because of all the product placement.
I haven't mentioned it.
I don't think they mentioned it anymore. Maybe they're not going to be like, remember Star Trek?
No, I think they do mention Earl Grey.
Do they? One more time.
It's like when they're in the chateau, and I think is it Agnes, the woman?
Yeah.
No, it's with Darge, and he says there's nothing like a cup of Earl Grey can't solve.
Yeah, but that was in episode.
Yeah, that's 2 though. Yeah,
it's 2 to 2.
Yeah, that is when they've mentioned Earl Grey, and I think
they've mentioned it loads of times before, like to a point when like CBS is getting checks for Earl Grey.
But since episode 2, they haven't mentioned it.
Yeah. Anyway, but basically, so they're going to Free Cloud to find Bruce Maddox, and then it turns out Deanna of Troy has captured Bruce Maddox. So there's this weird mob boss that looks exactly like Deanna of Troy, which was confusing the fuck out of me. It's like a double. It's like a ringer or a body double, and she has some sort of relationship with Bruce Maddox. It appears like I think it's hinted that she was like funding his lab,
his secret lab.
Yeah,
after the Federation banned.
But now the Tal Shiar. Is that what they're called? The Tal Shiar, the people that are trying to kill all of the robots for some reason because of a secret that's so powerful?
No, Tal Shiar is the secret police for the...
Yeah, it's a secret sect with a stupid
Is it
name.
the Vaj Darj or something?
The Vaj Darj.
The Vaj Darj or something.
Yeah.
They want to buy Bruce Maddox off of Deanna of Troy mob boss. And...
yeah.
She basically poisons him. So they're going to Free Cloud to rescue him, and their plan is they're going to dress up as casino gamblers. We have this great scene where Picard puts on an eye patch and pretends to be Fred.
I think you do need to find an image of that to
let me
do
find
it justice.
Dude, it's because they go.
If we spend the rest of the video just zooming in and out of his face.
Yeah.
That was done in editing, Tony.
Yeah.
This is a live episode.
Okay.
But basically, they decide that they want to outbid the Varshdash, and they're like, "Well, we can give you a Borg with so much, Borg parts in it. It'll be worth more than whatever they're going to offer you, right?"
Did we ever hear why they want Borg parts?
No, that's not
right.
explained.
Okay, I just wanted to clarify.
I think they're valuable. At least they seem to be because.
For
what
reason?
Well, we have the artifact, which apparently the Romulans are obsessed with as well, because it's heavily hinted that the people are thinking like the Romulans created the Borg or something like that. That's kind of one of the theories.
At the moment, we're going with the Borg just like reverse engineering the technology. Which, sure, everyone wants to do that.
This scene is so great because they're switching out Bruce Maddox for 7 of 9, and you have Picard like, she is a disgusting Borg. I am French. She has so many spare parts. And he does this horrible French accent. It's so great. That was basically my favorite part of the episode, just because it was so bad.
Their great plan though is they have a beacon to actually transport everyone, right?
It's a beacon that can go through the shields.
Yeah, fine. That's a normal thing of Star Trek. That's fine. Normally it's not that good. Normally you like big old things for it, but fine, whatever.
Yeah,
so
normally there's great plan was why you can't do that.
The great plan is just like, we're going to trade 7 and 9 for Bruce Maddox, but before the trade is completed, 7 and 9 is going to break out of their handcuffs for some reason, activate the beacon, and just teleport everyone out.
Well,
why didn't they just...
Yeah,
all you have to do...
activate the beacon when Bruce Maddox is about. Yeah.
Oh, look, I see Bruce Maddox. Activate beacon.
Well, it's because they want to play dress up and role play.
Yeah, we've got a picture so dumb.
Here. You remember when he comes in and he's like asking for a drink? He's like, no, I have to play a character. Put 2 straws in my drink instead. 2 umbrellas.
2 straws.
It's like, man, he's going crazy on being flamboyant. He has a feather in his hat, and he's going to put 2 straws in his drink. But I thought they were really going to go like full prequel kind of Star Wars, where they would just have a scene where they were like gambling, and they would have to have a bluff and poker face against like Scuff Deanna of Troy mob boss.
Much like Deep Space Nine's Julian Bashir 007 program.
Yeah. When I saw like some of the images for this, I thought they were on the holodeck because of how ridiculous it was. I was like, how are they not on the holodeck right now? Because they have the little person playing the piano, right? Or something like that.
Yeah, they had a midget playing the piano.
And then there's like and then she has the bodyguard that can smell lies.
Yeah, can we get a picture of that guy actually?
Okay, let's get a picture of that guy because
I feel like do they not know? Like, there's so many telepaths or empaths in Star Trek, and they had to invent a new one.
He actually looks like a bad. He actually looks like a bad guy from Doctor Who. That's kind of the level of face makeup they have.
Yeah, it looks like half Jemadar. I can't remember the other guys called. He looks like
he looks like he could be from Clum or something, one of the Silverinoff planets.
You remember the people who were dying from like a disease in the Delta Quadrant in Voyager? Like, it reminds me of them combined with
the ones whose skin are melting off.
Yeah,
with aphasia.
Yeah. Reminds me of that combined with the Jemadar. It has the same facial
They're like,
structure.
you should never talk to this man, but in case you do, we're going to put beta blockers in you, and that'll stop him smelling your lies.
Yeah, benzos and a whole load of other drugs.
So they just fucking drug the hell out of the captain, who's then wearing like this feather hat. So their big plan is they're going to send in the captain fully drugged up. He's then going to give them 7 of 9 handcuffed, and then at the right moment when they see Bruce Maddox, they'll pull out the old ruse and they'll grab Maddox.
This is the whole episode, by the way. This is the entire 45 minutes is just this.
But as all great heists go, if you show the plan beforehand, you're going to fuck it up at some point. Otherwise, why would we watch it again?
Was it fucked up though?
Yes, because they
not that much though.
They weren't supposed. He wasn't supposed to talk to this guy even. They were like. Because he was meant to meet someone who was working for her, and he didn't know it was this guy.
Outcome.
They prepared
they knew
for
it was gonna.
They didn't know it was gonna happen.
Probably happen.
But the whole idea was he was going to go show.
He's going to make the introduction to French Picard and Mob Boss.
He was the middleman. Just trying to get an honest credit.
I understand that.
Because apparently all of the Rangers' bank is kept on Free Cloud, apparently.
For some reason.
Yeah. Just trying to make an honest credit. Or whatever
Surely the Bank of Oleus would have been fine.
Whatever the hell the space currency here is on Free Cloud. You know about when they came into the planet, those advertisements that were like flying onto the ship?
Yeah.
Were those targeted advertisements? Because
they each had.
Raffi had like snakeweed.
Except for Keanu Reeves, he didn't get one, and he was a bit upset that he didn't get.
Well, I think the idea is that he's like the warrior nun people, so he's like, I don't have wants and needs and stuff like that. I think he's meant to be holier than thou sort of thing,
and doesn't lie.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just wants to chop people up.
He just
wants. Actually, talking of the nuns, Is the Romulan nuns basically just Vulcans, though?
No, I don't think so.
Kind of are. They speak the truth. They don't lie. They're basically just Vulcans.
The one thing I liked about 4 was like the quest has to meet the guidelines of our mission. It's like, what's that? It has to be a lost cause. I kind of like that. That was
well, apart from the fact they revealed it right at the end because it has this mystery apparently.
Yeah.
But yeah,
it's a lost cause.
Because remember, right at the start of the episode, it was like, "Oh, what's the cause?" And he's just like, "Well, let me just say, I think they'll accept."
Anyway.
Then, right 5 minutes. Oh, it has to be a lost cause. Oh, thank goodness he revealed that right at the end. What a mystery!
So if they fuck it up because
the only thing that really fucked up is 7 of 9 killed her.
Oh yeah, 7 of 9's like, fuck this, I'm going to kill.
She had ulterior motives. She wanted to kill Mob Boss Troy.
Yeah,
that was it.
Cutting up her son, as it would be for part.
Well, it was kind of like her son because he was.
It was pretty.
Well, no, they in Voyager they got a whole group of Borg children.
Yeah,
she was kind of.
She brought them up for like a year.
Yeah,
right.
That was like one of the end seasons of Voyager when they're running out of things to do.
Yeah.
But then they were like, drop your weapons. So they have them guts to rights. And he's like, you could have just killed her at that point. But Picard's like, no. Well, I was Borg too. You need to keep your humanity. You mustn't kill her here.
Yeah, but humans kill people all the time, so...
But basically they have a long talk, and then they just beam out after a little bit.
Yeah!
And
then they question Maddox, then he gets killed.
And then Agnes is like, by the way, I'm an evil character. I learnt the secret. I'm going to kill you now. Even though we had this weird relationship.
Do you find it weird that every expedition done for like, this is a mystery. This is what we think it is like, it comes true.
Yeah.
I find that so weird.
But then plot twist.
These badly written
plot twist. Random plot twist out of nowhere.
What's a random plot twist?
Agnes is evil. She's not really one of the good guys.
Yeah, no one saw that coming.
I actually assumed that she was evil because like they kept all the scenes with her just like showing her bumbling about. I'm like, oh okay, she's. Why else would you show these scenes?
I thought she was meant to be a relatable character to the audience.
Not the way they shot
I don't know who's relating to that. Like you've got the scene with is it Commodore O?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just cuts away.
She's blatantly evil. Then she comes in to save Picard. I don't know where the hell she
The
gets
last second, she just walks into his house after the Vash come in.
Yeah, that's a bit suspect.
It's all suspect. Then all the scenes were then just like showing her being
with her eating
good.
cookies with Bruce Maddox to showing they have some kind of previous relationship, giving her a would-be
I thought that was so weird because I thought there was a huge age difference between them.
Yeah, there is.
And then basically they get out and he's like, "Oh, Picard, I need to borrow a couple of blasters to go and do my range missions." And then she's like, "Nah, fuck this. I'm gonna murder 20 people and scuff down a Troy mob boss." So
yeah, like she disintegrates her.
Yeah, so they look like Federation like phaser rifles, but they're obviously disruptors.
They don't shoot like them. Yeah, apparently Federations have disruptors now.
Yeah, they've fuck phasers. Like,
well, it's not the Federation. It's a mercenary.
Why does they got those phasers from his vessel? So unless he got them from somewhere else.
Yeah, he's not Federation though.
No, he's X. He's X.
Why? Yeah. Why does his?
You keep it ship shape. There's still Federation in you.
Where did he get Federation rifles from?
Yeah, they do look very like modern, gritty, new racist Federation.
Look, Alex Kurtzman doesn't give a fuck about old Star Trek. He wants to make Star Wars.
Only Starfleet has these phasers.
I don't know. Anything else to say about this episode?
No,
okay, yeah, actually, so probably my favorite character at the moment is Raffi. I think she's the most well-rounded character. We actually get to see some character development where she was talking to her son, who she shunned away because she knew this underlying plot of the Vashdash, and everyone was calling her crazy, and that turned her to this snakeweed, and she's kind of emotionally disconnected from her husband and her son, and now he's having a baby, and she's like, oh shit, now he's going to be a father, and I thought that was probably the most interesting part.
I like
of the episode.
That was a good part.
So I'd like to see more Raffi, and I'd like to see more Picard, but the other characters can go to hell. Oh, we didn't talk about Daj 2 at all. I can't stand any of the Borg cube sections. Yeah. I hate those.
Like I like the idea of it that they're stripping a Borg cube. That's pretty cool.
That's cool.
And they're for whatever reason they're rehabilitating ex-Borg, but can't really stand the
They have like this forced romance between Daj 2 and the Romulan spy guy. And they throw in the classic slippery sock scene where they go sliding across the... They're like, the artifact is active and it's dangerous. And they're like, but let's have a quick slide across the floor.
Going in our socks.
That was their romantic scene. Was the entire time they're like, I can't trust you. You have clearance for everyone. So I can't trust you. You were on this ship and I have no idea how you got on. It's like, but let's have a quick slip across the dance floor. And now we're good. Now we're in love. I
don't like that bit. I like Q though. Q's my favorite character. I think I don't even see him for that long.
I think the whole Bob Q stuff is the most boring part of the show.
Yeah, that's fair, but I'm interested. The concept is interesting.
Yeah, I love the idea of it.
Yeah,
the way they've done it is just awesome.
sure.
I don't care about this romance.
I got a crazy idea. How about we took the crew of Picard, and instead of having him going to this Borg cube on this crazy prophecy plot, we could have self-contained episodes where he goes to different planet and meets with different people.
Yeah,
almost like Star Trek.
Prolonged arc for the entire season.
I don't know.
Well, you could technically have you could do like Deep Space Nine, where like the big overarching plot is the Borg cube. But you just go back to that every now and again. But you have these self-contained episodes that actually make sense.
But that would be too like Star Trek, I feel.
I wanted to see more 7 of 9, but I think we're done with her for the entire season now.
She'll come back.
I think she'll come back in like season 2 or something.
No, she'll come back with the finale of this season.
What, you think they're going to do like a young Spock thing where they just...
You haven't seen Discovery season 2, Joe. It's going to happen.
They're going to tease it right at the end.
No, I don't tease it. It'd be the giant finale of like, we need everyone to come together to help. The Federation's great again. We're all coming together.
They were in the season.
How come?
Yeah.
In these new Star Treks, that Star Trek isn't Star Trek until the final episode.
Because they have to get the kids involved with the action.
Because like the Federation isn't the Federation until like the final episode. Like, see, we can be wholesome.
Dude, I'm telling you now, if you like Star Trek and you want more Star Trek, watch the Orville. It's actually more Star Trek than Star Trek.
I need to watch the
Orville is fucking amazing. It's really good.
Every clip I've seen of it looks amazing. I'm yet to watch it.
Actually, surprisingly a really good show. It surprised me because it's got Seth MacFarlane in it and he writes most of it. And he's usually pretty terrible outside of like early Family Guy. So yeah, he's not very good in a leading man role, but he's actually the captain of the ship. But he's not like, I will do this and this and this, and he's like taking over the screen time. It's actually more about the other characters, I would say, a lot of the time. And it actually has interesting self-contained episodes with good stories about conflicts on different planets and on the ship. Like a lot of episodes of Star Trek were just on the ship.
Yep.
But no, in Picard, we have to go to places and move along the story.
Interesting, just exploring the surroundings that are interesting.
I don't know.
Can I just talk about one last thing?
Go on.
At the end, is it Raffi, right?
Raffi, yeah.
And like, do you want to talk about the stowaway? Yeah, so do you want to talk about the stowaway? Picard goes to the room, knocks on the door, Raffi, you okay? Why the fuck does he smile and walk away?
Because he knows.
He knows she's okay.
They're good friends because he calls her JL.
That's fine. But she just had a traumatic experience. She's crying in a room, not in the toilet, and he just smiles.
Because
back.
No, she said she was gonna go to Free Cloud and not help them anymore.
Yeah, he's just happy that.
So he's happy. He's happy that she's fucked. Like everything's gone wrong for her, and then at least she's back.
He has no idea. No, Tony, you don't understand. From your perspective, it seems fucked up. He has no idea what she was doing on Free Cloud or why she's back on the ship.
He knows she's crying in a room locked door.
He doesn't know she's crying.
And he smiles. He does.
Well, how does he know that?
Because it sounds like she's...
Okay. All he knows is... Well, basically, anyway, Picard literally chose Raffi because he said, I need somebody who I don't like, so in case they die, I won't give a shit about it. That was his whole thing, because he was like, I could get fucking, Riker or LaForge or something.
Yeah. They'd be happy to do it.
But I need someone who's expendable, and that's Raffi. That's Raffi.
This humanizing Picard is amazing, brilliant.
Did you know I love Data? I'm in love with Data, and a son of Data or a daughter of Data.
I've been mourning him for 2 decades.
I have dreams about him painting in fields in my chateau
every night.
Well, that did really start with Nemesis.
It did.
I think it's just continued, and he's got more emotion.
You remember in Generations where Data tried to blow up the Enterprise ship? He pretended to be Picard and put in the self-destruct code.
Okay, that wasn't him though. To be fair,
he got like hacked or something.
Yeah, someone. I can't remember who actually now.
It was Lindenberg from Heroes. He was trying to get back to the Nexus.
Yeah.
He was like, I have to blow up this planet so I can get to the Nexus.
Makes sense.
That was the whole plot of Generations. It was just so Picard and Kirk could be in a film together. Because apparently apparently Kirk's been stuck in the Nexus for years. So
they buried him on a random planet.
Yeah.
They didn't bring him back to Starfleet.
Anyway, this is half an hour long, so and this just talking about mostly one episode of Star Trek.
And it has more content.
I think, we can talk more about this.
Flesh it out more. Anyway, that's Tangerine. Have a goodbye.
Bye.
See you on the next one on Star Trek.
Star Trek Picard. It's a very different Tangerine to the one you're used to.